Hello there, good evening and a warm welcome to the 9 p.m. news of the most prestigious channel in Sri Lanka. Bringing news stories from across the globe and stories here at home, I'm Sonal Paranitana.
And I'm Sutami Jaratna. Now let's take a look at today's headlines.
$4,141 appointments to the nursing service this year. ADB assistance for the fifth part of the second integrated road investment program. Chairman of the Kuchaveli Pradeshya Sabha taken into custody for accepting a bribe of 500,000 rupees. Bail granted to Neville Vanyarachi and wife of Beko Saman. No free polythene bags in shops from tomorrow. The challenge of educational reforms will be won, says the Prime Minister. Ceasefire between Pakistan and Afghanistan extended by another week. And let's move on with your local stories for tonight. Minister Dr. Nalinda Jayatissa says that action has been taken to recruit 4,141 persons to the nursing service this year.
The minister at the ceremony to award appointment letters to nursing graduates stated that this has been the highest number of recruitments for nursing service in the history, and the function was held at the auditorium of the Outdoor Patients Department of the National Hospital today. Appointment letters to recruit 700 nursing graduates for the concerned training course were awarded on this occasion. In a specialty, science graduate nurses were recruited for this training course after a gap of 4 years. According to the nursing constitution of the country, they will be recruited as grade 3 graduate nursing officers considering the service requirement and the number of vacancies in nursing graduates. After a training course, Director General of the Health Service, Dr. Asela Gunawardana, and several others were present at this occasion. Minister Dr. Nalinda Jayatissa said that 4,141 nurses will be recruited this year. No such recruitments were done in recent times, and there are 43,500 nursing officers at present. Approval has been taken to recruit 875 new graduates to be recruited. Since there are opportunities for another 175 persons, they will also be recruited as soon as possible, since more and more staff is required for the service. Another 2,600 persons will be able to be appointed, and 2,625 will be recruited in August next year. They will be recruited with the highest basic salary in the history, and a pay hike was granted in April initially, and another pay hike will be done in January 2026.
The government of Sri Lanka and the Asian Development Bank have signed a loan agreement of $90 million for the Phase 5 of the second integrated road investment program. According to a statement from the Ministry of Finance, the loan agreement has been signed after the government successfully concluded discussions with the ADB. The objective of this program is to enhance road transport efficiency by improving connectivity between selected rural communities and key socio-economic centers, while also addressing the institutional capacity of national road agencies. According to the ADB, the loan will support the upgrading of approximately 500 kilometers of rural access roads, will be developed in accordance with climate and weather resilience standards. In addition, the program will facilitate the rehabilitation of around 21 kilometers of national roads and the maintenance of approximately 100 kilometers of rural access roads. The loan agreement was formally signed today by the two parties at the General Treasury in Colombo. The Consumer Affairs Authority has issued a special direction prohibiting traders from issuing polythene shopping bags free of charge to consumers from tomorrow. This decision has been taken to minimize the low-density polythene bags that has become hazardous to both health and environment. According to the Central Environmental Authority, about 30,000 low-density polythene bags are released to the environment daily. In some instances, people used to burn these polythene items, which caused a serious harm to the environment and the public health. Chairman of the Central Environmental Authority, Professor Tilak Hewawasam, said that when burning plastic items, a toxic gas is emitted. In the decomposing process, plastic becomes microplastics, which can penetrate the human body and cause unidentified diseases. Traders should charge a fee for polythene bags or plastic bags they issue. The amount should be mentioned in the relevant bill. The Consumer Affairs Authority's aim is to prevent people using low-density plastic bags.
අධිකාරිය විසින් ප්‍රකාශනපත් කරලා තියෙනවා නොවැම්බර් 1 වෙනිදා ඉඳන් ඒක ක්‍රියාත්මක වෙනවා. අපි මධ්‍යම පරිසර අධිකාරිය විදිහට බලාපොරොත්තු වෙනවා මේකෙන් මේ අපේ පුරවැසියන් මේ සිලිසිලි බෑග් භාවිතා කරන එක තාම ශීඝ්‍ර විදිහට මේක හින්දා අඩු වෙයි කියලා.
Sri Lanka has faced a serious crisis due to the increase of using low-density polythene bags. As a remedy for this, new law has been introduced for consumers by the Gazette notification. Accordingly, shop owners have been ordered not to provide polythene bags for consumers free of charge with effect from tomorrow. The move is part of efforts to curb the widespread use of polythene and reduce environmental damage caused by plastic pollution.
A special discussion was held today at the Parliament complex led by Speaker Dr. Jagat Wickramaratne regarding the security of opposition parliamentarians. A group of party leaders and parliamentarians representing the opposition, including Leader of the Opposition Sajith Premadasa, joined the discussion. They requested the Speaker to take steps to provide security to all opposition parliamentarians. The Speaker mentioned that the IGP has been already enlightened to take necessary steps regarding the request of parliamentarians asking to provide security. He added that although the government has been taken policy decisions, especially regarding the security of parliamentarians, action has been taken regarding the concerned requests, taking action beyond the official request. The IGP, who joined the discussion, stated that action will be taken to enlighten President and the Minister of Public Security regarding these requests. Chief of the Staff in Parliament, Deputy General Secretary Chaminda Kularatne, Sergeant at Arms Kushanja Ratne also attended the discussion.
The 4 fishermen who have survived following an accident in the deep sea of Devinuwara were brought to the Hambantota harbour today after 13 days by the Sri Lanka Navy. Multi-day fishing trawler Keshan Puta I had left for sea on the 31st of August this year with 6 fishermen. It was in distress approximately 350 nautical miles off the coast of Hambantota. One fisherman had drowned and disappeared in the incident. Another fisherman had died after 11 days. Later, it was washed away to the Indonesian territorial waters. An Indonesian fishing trawler managed to rescue the 4 fishermen from their capsized trawler and handed over them to the merchant vessel for instant first aid and basic requirements. A special team of Sri Lanka Navy left the Hambantota harbour yesterday to look into the situation of the victimized fishermen. The relevant merchant vessel has been handed over the 4 fishermen to Sri Lanka Navy at a place of 150 nautical miles from the Hambantota coast. A detention order is expected for further detention for a period of 90 days. The female attorney at law in detention for 72 hours after being taken into custody on suspicion of aiding and abetting the assassination incident of Ganemulla Sanjeeva. The Criminal Investigation Department informed this today to the Colombo Magistrates Court. Sub-Inspector of Police Premakumara of the Criminal Investigation Department informed this, presenting facts before Colombo Chief Magistrate Asanka S. Podaragama regarding the investigations conducted in connection of the main suspect of this incident, Kehel Baddarapadme. It has been revealed during investigations that the suspected attorney at law had provided the penal code and the criminal code to the shooter in the assassination of Ganemulla Sanjeeva along with the other items. 2 mobile phones belonging to the concerned female attorney at law have also been taken into police custody and further investigations are in progress. The Colombo Chief Magistrate informed the CID to present to the court the progress of the investigations conducted on the 7th of November. The Colombo Magistrates Court today ordered to release on bail Neville Wanyarachi, a security officer of former President Mahinda Rajapaksa, after considering the facts presented by the attorneys at law of the suspects and the officials of the Bribery Commission. Accordingly, the magistrate ordered his release on a bail of 50,000 rupees and 3 personal bails of 1 million rupees each, while informing the banning of his foreign travels. The case will be taken up for hearing again on the 16th of January next year. The suspect has been accused of illegally earning assets and property amounting to 28 million rupees. The Colombo Magistrates Court also ordered today to release on bail the wife of Bako Saman, who was remanded under the Dangerous Narcotics Act and the Prevention of Money Laundering Act. Colombo Chief Magistrate Asanka S. Bodharagama stated that sufficient facts have not been presented before the court in order to remand the female suspects under the clause number 54(1) of Dangerous Narcotics Act. Accordingly, the magistrate ordered her to be released on a bail of 50,000 rupees and 3 personal bails of 2 million rupees each. Foreign travel of the suspect has also been banned, and the case will be taken up for hearing again on the 22nd of January next year. Former chairman of Sri Lanka State Trading General Corporation Hussein Ahmed Bahila has been taken into custody under allegations of corruption. He has been accused of causing a loss of nearly 100 million rupees to the government by importing 50 temporary stores without any requirement for the purpose to the corporation during 2015 without following the stipulated procedure. The chairman of the Kuchuveli Pradeshya Sabha, Ainia Pillai Mubarak, and the personal driver of the chairman, Muhammadu Mustafa Irsad, have been taken into custody for taking a bribe of 500,000 rupees in order to prepare a land registration document at Mulyavali area in Mullatiu by a group of officials of the commission to investigate allegations of bribery or corruption at Iqbal Town on the Pulmude Trincomalee Main Road today. The suspects will be produced before the Trincomalee Magistrates Court. Prime Minister Dr. Harini Amarasuriya says that the government will win the challenge of educational reforms. She made these remarks at the opening ceremony of the new multi-ethnic trilingual school building in Polonnaruwa. The Indian government has extended assistance to establish this building. Public representatives of the Polonnaruwa District Indian High Commissioner Santosh Jha and many others were among who attended this event. Prime Minister Dr. Harini Amarasuriya said that Sri Lanka takes pride in being a nation where people of different religions, languages and ethnicities live together, adding that for the first time in history, Sri Lankans are able to move forward towards a common national goal while safeguarding diversity. She noted that the new school building, opened under the trilingual education concept, was completed despite challenges and described it as a historic achievement. A development plan has been prepared to ensure the best use of the new facility, which will create more educational and vocational opportunities for the youth in the area. Highlighting that Sri Lanka is preparing to implement decisive education reforms, Dr. Amarasuriya said the government's main aim is to provide quality education for all children equally, not only by updating syllabuses, but also by transforming the overall education system. She further said the reforms seek to create a disciplined, responsible and leadership-oriented generation supported by improved school infrastructure, addressing teacher shortages and ensuring quality learning opportunities nationwide. The Prime Minister also announced plans to strengthen digital education to prepare children for a fast-changing technological world by providing facilities and integrating digital interactive technologies into classrooms.
President Anurakumara Dissanayake has appointed Western Province Governor Hanif Yusuf as the President's Special Envoy for Foreign Investment. The appointment has been made in accordance with the powers vested with the President by the Constitution. It recognized Yusuf as experience in global investment partnership and his long-term contribution to development of Sri Lanka's private sector, as well as his ability to assist in the government sector's economic revival program. Accordingly, his responsibilities including facilitating high-level engagement with international investors and strategic partners, strengthening investors' confidence and supporting the government's effort to attract foreign direct investment to Sri Lanka, identifying and promoting key investment opportunities and working in close coordination with the Board of Investment, the Export Development Board, the Port City Commission and relevant line ministries. This initiative is expected to build a favorable environment for sustainable foreign investment within the country, reaffirm international confidence in Sri Lanka's current economic stability, and accelerate economic development. Hanif Yusuf will undertake this role as an honorary service in addition to his duties as Governor of the Western Province.
Minister Professor Krishantha Abhisena says that no innovation should be left alone, and since a more organized network is required for their promotion, and steps will be taken to build that network. He emphasized this at a meeting held yesterday at the Ministry of Science and Technology. The meeting was held to appreciate Sasiru Nimnal and Rameru Nimnal, two students of Vidyadeepa Mahavidyalaya, Katukaliava, Anuradhapura, who produced a robot with the help of artificial intelligence technology. These two students are twins, and attention has been paid to provide guidance by the Ministry of Science and Technology to further develop the robot produced by them and for future creations of these twins. Meanwhile, Minister Vasantha Samarasinghe engaged in an inspection tour at the Sri Lanka Triposha Company premises at Jayala yesterday. The Triposha Company was to be liquidated during the previous government, has been converted to an institution providing service to the people by re-establishing it under the Ministry of Health after the present government came into power. The minister provided the necessary guidance to popularize the products continuously among the people by removing bottlenecks in obtaining raw materials. Deputy Minister Nishantha Jayavira and a number of other officials, including a gathering, attended this occasion. A meeting to review the progress of the Department of Agriculture was held yesterday under the leadership of Minister K.D. Lalkantha at the ministry premises. The progress of programs implemented island-wide by the Department of Agriculture during this year was reviewed at the meeting. Deputy Minister Namal Karunaratne also attended this occasion.
The 5 excise officers who were arrested under the charge of snatching money were remanded until the 7th of next month under the order of Colombo Chief Magistrate Court. The suspect has been accused of seizing 102 million rupees from 2 jewellery shops at the C Street in Colombo. They were taken into custody by the Gang Robberies Investigation Unit of the Criminal Investigation Department. The suspects are between the ages of 30 to 46-year-old, and among them are excise inspector and 4 excise corporals. The suspects have entered the 2 jewellery shops in the guise of conducting a legal raid and taken the money and 7 people, including the jewellery shop employees. Later, 4 of the employees have been produced before the courts under the charge of having illegal cigarettes in their possession. Police stated that investigation have revealed that 50 million of money they robbed have been returned. An accomplice of a leading drug smuggler has been taken into custody with a stock of narcotics by the officials of the Anti-Corruption Unit of the Anuradhapura Police. The suspect had 50 grams of heroin and same amount of ice narcotics in his possession. Nearly 2,900 persons have been checked under the special operations implemented from yesterday to nabbed suspects who are connected to crimes island-wide. Out of them, 630 have been arrested under the suspicion and 11 are directly involved with crimes. 24 have been taken into custody under the charge of reckless driving. 4,079 suspects have been taken into custody under the other traffic offences.
Moving on with more local stories for tonight, the government of Japan has decided to extend grant aid for the mine clearance project to rebuild a livelihood in the northern province under its Grant Assistance for Grassroots Human Security project. The signing ceremony for the contract between Ambassador of Japan Akio Sumata and Director and Program Manager Skavita Humanitarian Assistance and Relief Project will be held on the 30th October at 11 a.m. at the Embassy of Japan.
Steady progress in, as well as the early completion of, demining is critically important for ensuring the safety of the local people, facilitating the return of the displaced, and enabling reconstruction of livelihoods. In the summit meeting between the 2 leaders in Tokyo, both sides also affirmed the importance of addressing socio-economic challenges of conflict-affected communities in the north and east. The Japanese side reaffirmed its commitment to continuing its support for the development of northern and eastern provinces. Japan is committed to supporting Sri Lanka in its aspiration to become a mine impact-free country by 2027, as targeted by the National Mine Action Center, NMAC, and in line with the Ottawa Convention.
We started our operations way back in 2016 and have been operating for 9 years. We have 4 manual demining teams with the funds we get from GGP Japan, and which we have received since 2016. And right now we receive approximately $450,000 US every year, and we have managed to carry out these operations throughout.
A few local news items in brief now. AI for Transforming Public Service training workshop was held recently at the Northern Province Chief Secretary's office. This has been implemented jointly by the Presidential Secretariat and the Ministry of Digital Economy with the aim of promoting the application of artificial intelligence among government officials. This objective is modernization of state sector, new foreign training opportunities, preparation for digital economic policies and promotion of literacy in artificial intelligence. The main speech was delivered by Senior Advisor to the President on Digital Economy, Dr. Hans Vijay Surya. GovPay project has completed more than 750 million rupees of digital payments so far. This program has been implemented in order to provide digital payment facilities for government services. Steps have been taken to facilitate via GovPay for citizens and businesses regarding government deals including taxes, fines, utility bills, education fees and other service fees. Accordingly, the government transactions to tune of more than 750 million rupees connected to 38,378 transactions have been conducted until today. 2 planes from the 2 main airports in Poland arrived at the Katunaik International Airport in the morning today in their first flight. The flights were welcomed with a traditional water cannon salute, and this included 2 Boeing 737 planes belonging to the Enter Airlines in Poland. 378 passengers with 16 members of cabin crew have joined the flight. A cache of 793 kilograms of beedi leaves and a dinghy boat brought into the country legally has been taken into naval custody at Ma-Oya Lagoon area, Nigambo and Ipantiu Island, Kalpitia during a special operation conducted today. They have been handed over to Special Excise Unit Putlam and the Customs Superintendent's Office, Katunaika, for further legal action. Students of Sri Lanka have an opportunity for postgraduate studies in engineering, computers and medicine at the National University of Singapore. Accordingly, 15 out of 41 selected students will qualify for it. The inaugural function was held in Colombo under the guidance of Deputy Minister Dr. Madhuri Senaviratna. The program is being implemented as per a Memorandum of Understanding reached between the Ministry of Education and the National University of Singapore. The Judicial Services Commission has indicted Vellavae Chief Magistrate Manjula Ratnayaka. This step has been taken on a complaint made to the Chief Justice regarding the concerned magistrate by the IGP regarding several court orders issued by him.
Another group of lottery winners of the Development Lottery Board was provided with relevant checks, and the group includes 59 winners. Among them, there are 10 jackpot winners and 30 of 2 million rupees winners and 19 1 million rupee winners. Distribution of prizes were held under the General Manager of the Development Lottery Board, Anurajaya Ratna, at the headquarters of the board. The lottery sales dealers who sold the winning tickets were also provided with certificates and checks.
The 7th stage of Healthy Food, Happy Life program was implemented today, centering the Gotami Junior School in Gampaha. The national television crew arrived at the Gotami Junior School in Gampaha today, and about 600 students of this school and several other nearby schools were present.
Thank you very much for selecting our school, and we gained a lot of knowledge and to practice healthy practices. So we hope to start this from our school onwards.
In addition to this awareness program, the newly modernized canteen of the school was open for students. The Healthy Food Happy Life Next program will be held at the Uhana National School in Ampara on the 3rd of next month. The Sri Lankan High Commission in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, organized a special program to mark the Deepavali festival yesterday. It was presided over the Acting High Commissioner Mohammad Rizvi and the staff. The Sri Lankan community living in Malaysia, businessmen and other dignitaries were invited to the event. The event was also graced with various dance performances.
This is an investigation about Halamba Iron Bridge in Badulla, which decayed for a long time due to lack of proper maintenance. The bridge, which has been conducted across the Umaoya, is 106 years old. The 327 feet bridge connects Haliala and Uwa Parnagama Divisional Secretariat areas. During the colonial period, the surrounding area of the bridge and the road from Badulla to Kandy has been considered as the Rajamawata. Villagers believe that this bridge has been constructed by the British rulers for their trade activities. The Halamba Bridge is still widely used by villagers for their daily transportations. It is pathetic that this bridge with tourist attraction and historic value has not been focused for the attention of any relevant authority. Villagers request the authorities to raise their concern to renovate this bridge and conserve for this use of the future generation.
And that's all the local news for now. Let's take a look at the foreign news after this break.
Prima Stella, අපි හැමෝම කැමති.
Britain's Prince Andrew has been formally stripped of all his royal titles, including his prince status, and removed from the official role of peerage. Buckingham Palace confirmed that he will now be known as simply as Andrew Mountbatten Windsor and will leave his residence at Royal Lodge in Windsor. This decision marks one of the most dramatic royal censures in recent history.
The Buckingham Palace announced the move late Thursday night following months of public pressure and renewed scrutiny of Andrew's private life. His name now has been removed from the official roll of peerage, the document that lets Britons hereditary titles, completing the process of formally erasing his royal status. Earlier this month, Andrew had already given up his other titles, including Duke of York, and the palace confirmed that his lease at Royal Lodge has been surrendered. In her posthumous memo released this month, Geoffrey repeated allegations that as a teenager she was abused by Andrew on 3 occasions, claims he continued to deny. Buckingham Palace said the move was made due to serious lapse in judgment and stressed that Their Majesty's sympathizers remained with victims of all forms of abuse. Despite losing his royal and noble status, Andrew remains 8th in line to the throne. However, removing him from the line of succession would require parliamentary approval and agreement from all Commonwealth realms, making it a complex process. While he technically remains on the list of councillors of state as a non-working royal, he will not be called upon to act in that role.
According to the Turkish Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Pakistan and Afghanistan have agreed to extend their ceasefire for another week. Talks are scheduled to take place on the 6th of November in Istanbul, Turkey, between representatives of both sides to discuss the implementation of the ceasefire. During talks held in Turkey, both Pakistan and Afghanistan have agreed to extend the ongoing ceasefire by another week, according to the Turkish Ministry of Foreign Affairs. A final round of discussions on the implementation of the ceasefire is scheduled to take place on the 6th of November in Istanbul, Turkey. At a high-level meeting between representatives of both sides, the Turkish Foreign Ministry further stated that all parties have agreed to establish a special monitoring mechanism to ensure the continuation of peace, impose penalties on any side that violates the ceasefire, and guarantee that the truce is implemented without any disruptions.
Prima Stella. අපි හැමෝම කැමති.
And taking a look at the sporting arena, India women's cricket team qualified for the finals of the 2025 Women's World Cup One-Day International Cricket Tournament yesterday by securing world record of chasing the highest total for victory in the history of women's one-day international cricket by defeating current world champions Australia in the second semi-final by 5 wickets. The match was played at Navi, Mumbai in India. Winning the toss, Australia opted to bat first. Accordingly, they scored 338 runs all out in 49.5 overs. Phoebe Litchfield played an excellent inning of 119 runs in 93 deliveries. Elise Perry scored 77 runs while Ashley Gardner added a valuable 63 runs. In bowling, Nalapuredi Charani and Deepthi Sharma shared 2 wickets each. Accordingly, India chasing a victory target of 339 runs scored 341 runs for the loss of 5 wickets in 48.3 overs, thus winning the finals of Women's World Cup One-Day International Cricket Tournament for the third time. Jemima Rodriguez scored an unbeaten 127 runs. With this victory, India will play South Africa in the finals on Sunday.
Have to take your hat off.
Here's a news item which has got to us right now. Breaking news. The Ceylon Petroleum Corporation has announced a revision of fuel prices effective from midnight today. According to the announcement, the price of petrol 92 octane will be reduced by 5 rupees to 294 rupees per litre. Super diesel will be increased to 5 rupees to 318 rupees per litre. And meanwhile, there will be no change in the prices of petrol 95 octane and auto diesel. The revised rates are as follows. Petrol 92 octane 294 rupees reduced by 5 rupees. Super diesel 318 rupees increased by 5 rupees. Auto diesel not revised. Petrol 95 octane not revised. Kerosene not revised.
A meeting was held yesterday to congratulate the players of Sri Lanka Army who excelled in the 4th South Asia Senior Athletic Championship in Ranchi, India. The meeting was held under the leadership of Army Commander Lieutenant General Lasantha Rodrigo at the Army headquarters. 59 athletes participated in the South Asia Senior Athletics Championship. In a unique feature, 30 out of them represented Sri Lanka Army. They won a tally of 27 medals at the championship, including 12 golds, 8 silvers and 7 bronze medals. The Army commander congratulated the athletes who excelled at the championship. A donation of more than 6 million rupees for their future sport advancement was also awarded on this occasion. 18 award-winning athletes were promoted to their next grade with the participation of the Army commander. Queen Clash Cricket Big Match between Anula Vidyalaya Nugegoda and Gautami Balika Vidyalaya Colombo was held at the SSC grounds. Anula Vidyalaya team batting first scored 262 runs for 3 wickets. Captain Dahami scored 81 runs whilst Samudi scored 71 runs. In reply, Gautami Balika Vidyalaya team could only score 112 runs all out. Accordingly, Anula Vidyalaya Nugegoda scored a 150 runs victory. Yenuli Chitara captured 4 wickets for 27 runs. The prize distribution was conducted led by former cricket captain Arjuna Ranatunga. Principals of Anula Vidyalaya and Gautami Balika Vidyalaya M.S. Irangani and Upendra Piyasena also joined the occasion.
And that's all the news we have for you tonight. Join us same time, same place tomorrow as well. Signing off, it's me, Sonal, alongside Sithami. Have a very good night.